All right. Eyes up here. Let's learn some different hairstyles. Alrighty. It really does help to put eyes in there at the least, and some ears. Because if you put your eyes too high, please stop talking. Put your eyes up here. If you put your eyes too high, your hair is not going to look right. Okay? Doesn't really matter about the nose and the mouth, but definitely get some eyes shapes in there. Okay? Your hairline. It is important that when you are drawing someone or drawing yourself that you are looking at that person or at yourself in the mirror. Get the hairline first. Now you may have bangs that come over it, you may have braids that come over the hairline, but it's important to get that hairline on there. This again is the very top of your head, not where your hair starts. So that hairline, I need a model. Who wants to be my model? Come stand up here, Ada. Come stand right here in front of me. Okay. Turn around and face me, please. Alright, so Ada's hairline. You gotta, no, you need to look at me. You should be drawing with me. Yep.
No, it's not. Stop bullying.
She's got some hair that comes down in front of her ears.
Sideburn.
And then her hair, remember we draw the contour. We draw the contour shape higher than this shape right here. So this is going to come up looking right at me. This is going to come up and it comes down behind this ear. Now, I may erase this several times. So that's why I'm sketching lightly. And then she has some hair that comes around to the front and hangs down. And then she's got some that's going back off of her shoulder. There's a shoulder. And we've got some that comes down back here. Okay? So when I say draw contour, that's what I'm talking about. You just sketch in that shape. Then you start looking, don't go anywhere yet. You start looking at the texture of it. Okay, she's got braids. She's got one braid that's coming from here down. To get that texture, I'm going to just start doing some crisscross. And I'm going to keep going because she's got dark hair. Now if I just color it in, I'm not going to have a range of value. I'm not going to have dark darks and mediums and lights. And she's got, from where the light hits it, she's got some highlights on it. So I'm just going to keep building braids that are curving back and rounded there. I don't want a perfect round shape because she's got braids. Okay, and I'm going to keep working these. Ideally, that line would have been erased, so I wouldn't have to be dealing with trying to get rid of it. This is her ear that's shaded in. This braid back here is darker because it goes behind her to her neck. This is a smaller braid. It's coming down across her face. Kind of tucks in back here. Keep looking at me. So I think I've made this a little too big. Now, is it going to look exactly like braids? No. But it's going to be a nice texture. It's going to have dark darks, it's going to have mediums, and it's going to have highlights. And it's going to look a whole lot better than if I were to do this. Okay? It takes time, because you can't leave whites of the page, but you also don't want to just color it in. Some of that white needs to show through, but it needs to have a little bit of lead on it to have that light gray. So I got that really, really dark, so I need to come back over here. Okay? See how that builds up? It just takes a little while. And when we're drawing really big, it takes a long while. Okay? Everybody understand how I did that? So braids just kind of look like this, and you just kind of keep building them up, and building them up, and building them up. Okay? All right, thank you, Ada. Hi. Thank you. You want to be my next one? No? Well, hang on, we have a question. No, you're supposed to be drawing Ada.
I'll go. I told you that. No, you didn't.
Okay?
Yes, I did.
Sam, come on. I'll get you back on.
No, Sam.
All right, Sam. Sam has a little cowlick swoopy. All right, everybody drawing Sam. Ready? Everybody drawing Sam. For now. Then you go back. Now, Sam has blonde hair, so his is not going to be nearly as dark. So I'm going to get his hairline, which goes up here. Comes down here. Oh, let me get my ears in for Sam. Let me get my eyes in. And then he's got a little part here, and it comes down here. And then it goes up. Comes right over his ear. And he's got little sideburns right here. Okay? So that's Sam in a nutshell. Now, when you're drawing hair, you need to think about how it grows out of your head, right? No hair grows side to side, all right? But the way he's got it combed, it is growing from this part. And it is swooping over. So that's the way I'm going to draw it. Again, I'm not going to color it, because I want to, each individual hair needs to be drawn, believe it or not. And with Sam, if I get too dark, I'm going to use my eraser as a drawing tool.
Can we use our blender stuff?
You can, but you tend to blend too much with the blending stump. And what happens is you lose that texture of the hair, and you want to have that individual texture. So you want to have that swoop right there. That's really a key to Sam's hair. So if you have to go dark to get it, you can always lighten it up. So I'm going to go darker behind. And then I'm going to take my eraser, and right here is really light underneath that swoop. And then he's got some highlights right here. Mostly where the light's hitting it. And that's Sam. Thank you, Sam. You want to do it? Okay, Smaya.
Can I go next?
Alright. Smaya's got a little wave to her hair and she's got a little fuzz on the side here. Alright. And she's got a part. Yeah, we're drawing everybody. This is just, what I'm doing is I'm talking you through how I'm looking. So that when you do yourself, or when you draw somebody else, like we did earlier, you learn how to look at them. Okay? So I'm looking at Samaya.
My eyes, my ears.
Oh yeah, thank you. We'll put some eyes and some ears. Alright, so when I'm looking at Samaya, and when I look at a model, I don't stare at them in the eyes unless I'm drawing their eyes, because it makes people nervous. So Samaya has got a part here. You gotta keep looking at me. And then this comes across, but it comes down close to her eyebrows. So I'm going to put her eyebrows in there. It doesn't come down to that close. Okay, and then this goes back a little bit, looking at me. Straightforward. Thank you. She's got some hair that comes down in front of her ears. And this just goes barely over that line. And then right behind that ear, tucked right behind that ear, she's got a floof ball. And that floof ball, if you look at Samaya, right where her jawline stops, that's where that little floof ball ends. Okay? Now Samaya's hair's got a little wave to it, and it's really, really, really dark. But this is her skin showing through. So I'm going to leave this, I'm going to shade it the same color I shade her face. And I'm going to start putting in some wavy lines. Yeah. Now they may not be exactly the wave that she's got, but they're going to represent waves. And I'm going to build them up to where they get dark, 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 dark. Again, I don't want to color them in solid because she's got such dark hair that when the light hits it, it really shines. And again, I'm going to use my eraser to pull out some of those highlights when I get done. And just whatever curvy line you start with, just keep that going. And anything that's white like that, I'm going to barely shade in. Alright. And then I'm going to come back here. Turn your head a little bit. Okay. Now you can look at me. This is more straight because she's got it pulled into a bun. But it's still got a little curve to it. And it's dark.
You close up her ear?
No, I'm going to put her ear back in there. And then she's got some flyaways, which are really important because if you don't put flyaways in there, it looks really cartoon-like and perfect. So you want to have some of this going on. Can you see that on there? Look straight at me. Straight at me. Okay. And I'm going to go in. She's got this nice, where the light's hitting her, I'm seeing this nice. Jaden, please stop. I'm just going to get a recording of that. Okay? Make sense? Right? It just takes time. You just have to have patience. We've got to work on our patience. Did I spell your name right? Where?
In the middle between the M and the Y.
All right, let me do another boy. Jaden, come on.
Jaden go next.
No, they have.
That's it.
All right, Jaden and Davell kind of have the same.
Well, you should be.
Well, I mean, I did Jordan's braids. I'm trying to get different looks. Yeah, I need to do a short hair. All right. All right.
That's not what I meant.
Everybody doing Jaden. Mouth closed, eyes up here. I am taking these up for a grade, so make sure you've done it. All right. So underneath his little bangs, he's got a pretty high hairline.
This is stuff you say be so funny. It's just the way you look like that too. He look like that too. Okay, he is fine. Don't
He is here fine too.
Okay.
Y'all be putting people at high standards.
Mouth's closed, eyes up here. Thank you.
Like your hair.
All right. So up here is about how far up it goes. I need mouths closed and eyes up here. Now, I'm not going to sit here and count how many of these little things he's got going on. I'm just going to,
Oh, sorry, you just cut me up again.
Why?
I'm not going to stop on these little things he got before.
Well, I'm not. I'm just going to give you the idea.
You would draw him, right? So draw him. You can draw him, right?
Mind your business.
No, y'all gonna stop trying to make people feel like he's even better.
Who are you? Be quiet.
He's drawing.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Shut up.
It's a great idea. Oh. Exactly. They want to put somebody else at a high standard. Like y'all better than that.
Everybody should be drawing.
You don't have to say it.
Okay, Tyler, just be quiet. You better than somebody else. Wait, how do you get one?
Straight.
It does not go straight. It curves up.
Oh, a curve.
So I'm doing these kind of like I did Ada's, but I'm coloring them in more. Let's keep looking at me. Here's his ear, and they're coming down behind his head. So there's not really a contour line for his because all these little individuals. Again, patience and building it up and following the shape of the head in the direction that the hair naturally grows. Have some that overlaps. Hold your head up straight. Some of these hide part of his ear, so I'm not really seeing all of his ear. A lot of individual strands. So by the time I'm finished with Jaden, I don't really see the hairline that I drew. And that is going to be the case with a lot of people. But you want, please stop talking. But you want to get that hairline in to give you an idea of how far to come down. Okay? Jaden.
Go ahead.
All right, Antonio. All right. Sometimes when boys have hair that's close to their head, you think, please stop talking. Sometimes when boys have hair that's close to their head, you think, oh, I don't have to do anything with this. But you do. Straight at me.
You got lazy.
Okay?
You know how to spell it. Lord. You have to put the indentions for the edges.
Okay? This part of his hair, please stop talking. This part of his hair. Jaden, you're supposed to be drawing. This part of his hair is going to go up just a little bit. And then because his hair is so cut close to his head, we're still doing individual hairs. We're not just going to color it in. Okay? It's still little curly Q things. Just little, we don't want to see a line. Okay, nobody has a line, a physical line. Your hair is cut in a line or shaved in a line, but what you want to do is you want to go over that line to make a texture. And if you have a wave or if you have design, like Andre in first period had a design cut in his hair when we did this, then he put that in there with shading. So no white of the paper. You got to shade it to your skin color. But that's how you do it. You don't just color your hair in. Okay? And all I'm doing is little things like this that are just put close together. Got it? Now here's your challenge.
Can we do one more?
Y'all are about to do 4 more people.
What?
Yeah.
I only have 3 left. We only have 3.
Oh, because you did yourself. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I need mouse closed. The last 3, you're going to look around the room and you're going to draw people's hair. You don't have much time, and you're going to turn these in for a grade. Get busy. Label who you drew.
Just like shade the white stuff.